My mic's not on. Hello, 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 hello.
My mic's not on. Hello, 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 hello.
Okay. Da 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 da. Da da. That should be fixed.
Okay. That should be fixed.
Okay, Gucci. Alright, let's go ahead and go to Discord. And I'm gonna just go ahead and post exactly what this is. Which is at everyone, Kingdom Hearts key back cover cinematic extravaganza watch along the second will be done in like an hour. Okay. Let's go ahead and go over here. Go over here. And change over to console. Alright, what's going on? Fucking dusted off the fucking green screen and the webcam for this bad boy. This is still a little fucky, and I can't do anything about it because I guess it's a lighting issue. Yeah, it's some sort of lighting issue with the crease in the green screen. It's fine, you'll just have to ignore it. Normally my head would be in the way. Anyway, here's what we're rocking with, alright? As we go into key back cover. I got a Mountain Dew. And I got some shitty popcorn. So, we're all ready for a watch along. According to YouTube, this is going to take us about an hour. Hopefully I don't fuck with the microphone too hard. Tell me if I'm sort of slamming into the mic a little bit. I'm going to turn a little bit to the right. It's not great. Anyway, I'll try not to bounce too much. All right, here we go. Everyone buckle up for one of the final Kingdom Hearts streams before we get to 3. Kingdom Hearts key back cover, which I believe was based off of a mobile MMO RPG of some sort. So, here we go. You know what I think it is? I actually think it's the green screen not getting enough side lighting. There we go. I saw something about that on Discord, but I couldn't really help because you didn't mention what the files were. And then you said you would bring it up during the actual stream. So I was like, fuck it. I'll just wait for then.
So that makes you the indisposable number 7. Huh. Come on, it's simple. You 6 plus me is 7. Wait, don't tell me I don't count. No.
It's weird they're wearing the Castle Oblivion cloaks. I wonder if Nomura even remembers that those cloaks are supposed to protect from the memory erasure in Castle Oblivion.
Here, take it.
In the Master's playful and mischievous way,
That Keyblade looks really fucking
he gave
familiar,
his apprentice Luciu a very important role.
and I feel like I should remember it.
What seemed like a simple task was the element that would connect all of the events to come.
What echo? My
Long,
echo or your
long
game's
ago,
echo? What's happening?
all the worlds were still one. One day, this would be called the Age of Fairy Tales. It all began here in Daybreak Town. The
movie shouldn't
Master
be
of
echoing.
Masters had an eye.
Hold up. The movie's echoing? We'll restart in a second. I'm gonna play it so I can hear what's happening.
That gazes into the future. He bestowed upon 5 of his 6 apprentices a copy of the Book of Prophecies, in which was written the events to come. In which was written the events to come.
Okay. That sounds... Okay. That sounds... That sounds like a capture card problem. What that sounds like to me. Unless... No, okay, yeah, for sure a capture card problem. Okay. Weird. Okay, hold on. Works.
So that makes you the indisposable number 7. Huh. Come on, it's simple. You 6 plus me is
That fixed
7.
it. Yep, cord issue.
Wait, don't tell me I don't count. No.
Okay. Okay, there we go. No clue what the issue was, but I say that Fate Stay Night is the same way. It wouldn't work from the desktop app and only opens from Fate Stay Night folder. It might have something to do with the way the shortcut works. Excuse
So
me.
that makes you the indisposable number 7. Huh. Come on, it's simple. You 6 plus me is 7. Wait, Don't tell me I don't count.
No.
Here, take it.
In the master's playful and mischievous way, he gave his apprentice Luciu
Thanks for the heads up on that. Okay. I can fix that. Alright, fourth time's the charm, baby! I'm gonna get this popcorn all 8 before we start the fucking stream.
So that makes you the indisposable number 7.
Huh.
Come on, it's simple. U6 plus me is 7. Wait, don't tell me I don't count.
No.
Here, take it.
In the master's playful and mischievous way, he gave his apprentice Luciu a very important role. What seemed like a simple task was the element that would connect
Again,
all
make
of
people
the
looks real
events to
familiar, but I
come.
don't remember why.
Long, long ago, all the
Xehanort's?
worlds were still one.
That might be Xehanort's
One
Keyblade.
day, this would be called the Age of Fairy Tales. It all began here in Daybreak Town. The Master of Masters had an eye that gazes into the future. He bestowed upon 5 of his 6 apprentices a copy of the Book of Prophecies, in which was written the events to come.
Fuck. Alright! Oh yeah, you can continue. There we go. Wait. Okay, okay, okay. Hold up. Turn to chapter menu. We're good, we're good, we're good, everyone. We're good. Okay, we're good. Problem fixed. It's very pretty.
So, did you look through the book?
Yes. But I'm still analyzing it.
I want to bet.
no
Hey,
quick skin
Kato,
for
what's
you,
going
huh?
on? You made
I
it
just
just
prefer
in
to be
time.
thorough.
We just fixed, I think,
Master,
all of the technical problems. How you
Is
doing
what
tonight?
it says in the
How
last
was Halo?
passage true?
Oh yeah, that.
I bet you that's
Hummer,
Aqua's
huh?
dad.
Yes.
I don't know if Aqua's dad
By
is
the
a
way,
character, but I bet you
if
that's
one
Aqua's
day
dad.
I suddenly disappear, I'm counting on you to keep the others calm. Okay?
Huh? Disappear?
Vanish, dim,
It was
fade.
good, nice.
I don't know how to explain it. It's just hypothetical talk.
Okay.
This world is full of light. It's a world comprised of many smaller worlds, all connected, stretching as far as the eye
To be
can
real,
see.
the unicorn mask is kind of dumb.
One great light protects us all throughout this vast land. All worlds share one light, one fate.
I take it you're talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Yep, you're right on the money. People believe that the light that is Kingdom Hearts will be here forever. But if it were to disappear, the world would be enveloped in darkness.
I understand.
So this predates
That is
the
why you
Keyblade War
granted
then.
us these Keyblades. With these, we can spread the teachings of light. And we can protect Kingdom Hearts from darkness.
No, they're not for protecting Kingdom Hearts.
Huh?
The final passage reads, "On that fated land, a great war shall transpire. Darkness will prevail, and the light expire."
So I wonder if we're going to
Isn't
see
it
the battle.
our duty as Keyblade wielders to prevent this war from taking place?
Not possible.
What?
You really think you can change the future?
Then, what do you want us to do?
From what I heard, this dude
We
here
have
in
to
the Castle
focus on
Oblivion
what comes
cloak, the, like,
after.
Master of Masters,
There's no
is
use
supposed to be,
thinking of
like, the
ways
new
to
main
change
antagonist
events
now
that
that
we
Xehanort's
know
dead.
were gonna happen.
But what about all of those who are here now? And the ones who will be here when the darkness finally comes? Are we to abandon all of them?
Come on, are you telling me that you think the world can be saved by just 7 people?
We have to at least try. With enough Keyblade wielders, we could...
Well, if you want to give it a shot.
Yes.
Alrighty, good luck.
Unicorn Man sounds really familiar. Actually, so does Master of Masters. Yo, Unicorn Man's got a fucking baller
And
ass
so the
Keyblade though.
reliable
Holy shit.
Era, who wore the mask of the unicorn, was given his role to take over for the master and to lead the others. Similarly, the virtuous Envy, who wore the mask of the snake, was given her role to watch over the others with a fair eye. The fearless Aced, who wore the mask of the bear, was given his role to support their brand new leader, Era.
Are they the 7 deadly sins?
The prudent Ava, who wore the mask of the fox, was given her role to prepare exceptional Keyblade wielders for the world after. The cool-headed Gula,
Yup.
who wore the mask of the leopard, was given his role to uncover the
they're
mystery
the
of
7
the
deadly
Book of
sins, okay.
Prophecies. Lushu, the first of the apprentices to be given their role, watched his companions from afar as they learned what it was that they were meant to do. Then, he disappeared. Not long after that, the master vanished, dimmed, and faded without a trace.
By the way, if you don't know, this is the most awkward fucking position I could be sitting in. I am like
This is where your story
crushed.
began. The story of your very own adventure.
I'm being crushed by my fucking desk and my
5 of the
green
master's
screen right now.
apprentices armed themselves with the Book of Prophecies. They each created a union. This would fulfill his wishes. Then, they set out to rally Keyblade wielders just like you. By defeating Heartless, the monsters of darkness, they would gather light.
So, I guess Xehanort is lust?
There's a traitor among us.
Are you certain? What proof do you have?
And I assume that makes the Master Pride.
I found this sniffing around.
Is that a dark Cherethy?
Fucking what?
Is that a nightmare? Master, did you make this? It's so cute!
Well, things are gonna get pretty hectic around here soon. But this spirit Cherethy is gonna make your lives much easier. Hopefully.
Spirit?
You could say they're like cats or dogs. And they'll be your loyal pets. Every wielder will have one of these adorable little guys at their side. They're here to help, so play nice.
Okay.
Oh, right. Before I forget. If a wielder is overcome by malice, or rather if their heart is tainted by darkness, their adorable little spirit will turn dark and become a nightmare.
So you're telling us that if we see a nightmare...
Someone has fallen into darkness.
Exactly.
Who wants to bet this is all
And if you don't
bullshit and he
stop
can actually
this
make them
renegade
turn dark
spirit,
just because?
It'll plant darkness in the hearts of others. And you'll have
Just
an
so they all
army of
turn against
nightmares
each
on
other
your
and fulfill his
hands.
prophecy.
Beware.
So, if we see one of these nightmares anywhere, we have to get rid of it on the spot.
No! I won't let you do that!
No wonder you ended up as the bear. You're scary.
Your point?
Maybe you can growl at them.
Ugh, don't insult me!
Come on, Hased. You won't know if it works unless you try.
Please tell me you're joking. It's not me!
There's an easy way to solve this. If we all summon our spirits, then we'll know.
Unfortunately, there are countless wielders in our unions. It would be easy for any of us to summon a Chirithy that isn't a nightmare. I'm afraid that your suggestion wouldn't help us get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, in that case, who's to say that the nightmare you saw belongs to one of us? It could belong to anyone in our unions.
That's highly unlikely. Do you recall the tool the wielders were given in order to make them stronger? We generally don't concern ourselves with what they have at their disposal. However, I believe those tools were the nightmare's doing.
The bangles. I know when they're equipped, they have the power to collect dark energy. But I thought we all agreed that was okay.
You hate Twitch's
Collecting
new
is
app? What's
fine.
wrong with it?
But using that
I
power
just want to be clear, I don't know what a fucking
is the
bangle is.
equivalent of using the power of darkness.
In this context, I should say.
It's a brilliant plan. Everyone knows that all spirits look the same, and wielders exist in spades. There's no way to tell.
Oh no. Everyone's already equipped their bangles.
So what now? How do we find out who's behind this?
Seeing as those bangles couldn't have been acquired by just anyone, I believe it's one of us here in this room.
No, Ira. I respectfully disagree. What proof do we have that the bangles are tied to the power of darkness, or if a nightmare is to blame? We shouldn't simply jump to conclusions.
Ira, some leader you are. You've managed to plant seeds of doubt in all of us with that speech. What, did you expect the traitor to give themselves up with that accusation of yours? That was foolish.
Hased, that's quite enough.
It looks to me like the Master made the wrong choice.
Wait, where do you think you're going?
I
So what I'm
think
interested
we're
in
done
seeing
here.
is if
I
they're
trust
named
you'll
after
keep
the
us
seven
all
deadly
updated.
sins for a reason, or like, are we going to see their characters
hope-
develop in that way?
I hope we can all resolve this soon.
That didn't go as expected.
What's wrong, Ira? This isn't like you.
Or is Nomura
lost
just being
page.
cheeky?
Something's missing from our book of prophecies. Each of our copies were said to contain the events of the future.
When you open the app, it automatically plays a stream
But
in
this
portrait
incident-
mode. You can't see who you follow or anything.
It's nowhere to be found.
And you can't minimize the stream.
And
search other
how
stuff
does this
on the
whole
Twitch
thing
app.
with the traitor tie together?
Like I said, it's nowhere to be found. In my book.
Ira, are you implying that someone is in possession of the missing page? And the person with the complete book is the traitor?
What are you playing?
There is something going on, and a page is suspiciously missing from the book. It's not so far-fetched to assume that the one who has the lost page has been turned, that they have fallen into the hands of darkness. Trust me.
It is for sure the
There
Master
seems to
or
be
Xehanort.
no record of it in my book either. You may be onto something.
Guilty Gear, gotcha. The
I
original?
wonder, Could this have been the Master's plan all along? To grant the lost page to only one of us?
We have no way of knowing. The Master is gone.
I understand what you were saying. I promise to keep a close eye on the others. I will keep you informed, as always.
Thanks.
Of course. After all, that is what the Master asked of me. And Ira, may your heart be your guiding key.
Oh, are we going to see the conversation that each and every one of them had with the Master?
So, to sum it up, I'll need you to observe the others. Easy breezy.
All right.
Like I said, Ira may have to take over for me. But don't be shy. Just be fair. And do not be afraid to speak up. Even though I say observe, you'll need to be the mediator. Make sure people get along.
I understand. But without you or Lushu, to form and maintain our own unions it's a little unnerving, to be honest.
Oh, come on! Lighten up a little. Maybe I'll never disappear. Wait, do you want me to go?
What? No, of course not.
I was just kidding.
Oh, I see.
Look, I get that change can be hard for everyone, but things need to keep moving forward. And you need to keep up. Otherwise, you'll just get left behind, all alone. Now that you know what the future holds.
He kind of sounds like
What does your heart say? May your heart be your guiding key. I say it all the time. You ultimately need to do what your heart feels is right.
Right.
But I'm going to assume probably not.
I was
Because I
wrong
think
about
Xehanort would have
Ira.
recognized Axel.
I thought he would make a great leader, but he let me down. Well, what do you two think? You don't believe what Ira said, do you?
Of course not. His argument was unconvincing. It's like Invi said. He's just making baseless assumptions given the situation. There's no evidence to tie his accusations to anyone, let alone one of us.
Maybe there's something he hasn't told us.
And he needs to tell us. How dare he look at us with suspicion? We're his comrades.
I wouldn't call us comrades. Anyway, could you get to the point? I know you didn't call us here just to complain.
I want the three of us to form an alliance.
But alliances are forbidden, us said.
I knew it. I had a feeling it would come to this. So, we join forces, then confront Ira?
Confronting him is pointless. Ira won't change his mind. I know there's darkness at work. There's no question. But I don't believe for a second there's a traitor among us. Unfortunately, Ira doesn't share the same belief. He's just wasting time trying to figure out who the traitor is. But darkness won't wait, and neither should we. We need to band together now and find a way to fight it.
Guess it makes sense.
I agree that we need to do something to fight the darkness. But combining our unions? That was strictly forbidden by the Master.
He's no longer here.
I'm in. But let's be clear. The alliance is just between the two of us right now. I don't want my union members involved.
Gula! I want to follow the Master's teachings.
Understood. That's your choice to make. You should do whatever you feel is right.
Yeah.
By the way, Ased, do Ira and Invi know?
I haven't talked to Ira about it for obvious reasons, but I did ask Envy to join us.
You wanted to see me? Gula, Ava, what are you doing here?
I don't see Envy swapping.
What's the meaning of this?
Doesn't seem in character.
Hear
for
me
her
out,
somewhere.
Envy. I want an alliance among our unions. Gula here has already agreed. Will you join us? And together we can...
And disobey the Master's teachings?
We don't have a choice! Darkness is approaching, and we need to combine our strength to stand against it.
The Master bestowed each of us with a different role, and he specifically told us to keep our union separate, to maintain the balance of power. He told us that any imbalance would lead to a desire for more power, which leads to darkness. I know you haven't forgotten. Perhaps it's you who has been tainted by darkness.
I'm tainted by darkness? Then what about you, Envy? You spy on us and report everything you see back to Ira. You really think you have no darkness in your heart after what you did?
Because that is my role.
To observe us, yes, but not to disclose everything we say and do to Ira.
That's...
For all we know, you and Ira could be allies, scheming behind our backs.
that's enough.
He's just lashing out because she refused to join him.
When will it stop? I don't want us to turn against each other.
Master Ava.
Oh, hello. Your name is Ephemer, right?
Uh-huh. Hey, can I join you?
Uh-huh.
Why the long face? Did something happen?
Is he supposed to be your character?
Long day.
Because he looks like the one that was fighting in the
Do
opening.
you remember what you asked me before? About why the unions compete against each other instead of working together. Actually, I always wondered the same thing.
Huh? Isn't it just because the Master said so?
Yes. And as such, we must obey. The Master said so. So it is. But lately, I've really started to wonder. You once told me that you were looking for answers. That you wanted to solve the mysteries of this world. Well, I think that's how things should be. We need to question things and think for ourselves.
Whoa! You are really not yourself today. I guess even foretellers have their off days. Hey, maybe talking about the book will cheer you up.
Not a chance.
Aww.
You were trying to pull a fast one on me, weren't you?
Oh, no, I was joking.
If you say so. But to be honest, I think it would be great if all the unions could work together and be friends.
You know, I made a friend from another union today. Wasn't much of a talker, maybe just shy. We're meeting again tomorrow.
That sounds like so much fun. Then you'd better go home and get some sleep.
Okay. Well, it was nice talking to you. I don't know what's got you down, but please cheer up.
Well, keep at it, mate. I'm sure you'll get it.
Thank you.
Almost out of popcorn.
If the worst happens, I'll be glad to leave the future to the kids who see the world in the way that you do. Let the wind carry you far, far away. My dandelions.
Envy, have you learned something?
It seems Ased and Gula's unions are now allied.
So Ased is the traitor after all.
No, I don't believe he is.
Why's that?
To Ased, unification is a means of gathering strength to oppose the darkness. So I believe his heart still belongs to the light.
Even so, forming
I
alliances
think the
was
biggest
strictly
plot twist
forbidden
would
by
be
the
if
Master.
it's actually envy.
Yes, and his teachings are absolute. That's why I will try and persuade Gula to dissolve their alliance.
Then I'll do it.
No. Please, let me do the talking. Your intervention will do nothing more than spur Ased's anger.
All right. I'll leave it to you.
And one more thing. Ased has begun to question the two of us. As a precaution, my reports will be less frequent. I don't want him to get the wrong idea. Please understand.
Yes, I do.
That's dark side.
I think I'm done.
Done with what?
The Alliance. I think it's time to call it quits.
For what reason?
To put it simply, I entered this alliance thinking we were preparing to fight some impending darkness, but it hasn't come. In fact, there haven't been any suspicious incidents recently, and you haven't rallied anyone else to your cause.
Yeah, but
This alliance is meaningless. Even Envy agrees. Oh.
Envy?
Uh-oh. You weren't supposed to find out.
Is Envy the one who told you to break our alliance?
Maybe. But I'm the one who decided to do it. And I've already told you why.
But we don't even know who the traitor is yet!
And that's exactly why.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's either of them.
Can't trust anyone but myself.
Don't you realize you won't stand a chance against the darkness on your own?
Sorry, my mind's made up.
Can't wait till it's revealed that one of them is secretly Sora.
Envy, you will regret this.
You been here long? My bad.
No.
So, what did you want?
You didn't forget, did you? You're the one who called me here.
Lighten up! I was just kidding. I didn't forget. Give me a little credit here. I was just testing you.
Right.
Now then, allow me to tell you about your role. You're going to be Ira's right-hand man.
What? Ira's right-hand man? What do you mean?
Well, Ira's gonna be the new leader after I'm gone, you see. So, just stand by him. Don't disappoint.
Explain to me, Master. What do you mean Ira's going to be leader?
What? Is that disappointment I hear?
Alright,
Did you want to be leader?
this guy's a little
No.
shit.
I mean, if you had asked me to be the leader, that's a different story, but I wasn't trying.
You really want to be leader, huh?
Well...
I know you want it, but that just isn't enough. Any chump can say, here's a huge promotion, good job, and make you head honcho. But enthusiasm alone doesn't make a great leader. Ira needs someone like you to give him a push in the right direction.
I agree. Ira is definitely the most worthy among us. I'm sure he'll make a fine leader.
Then it's settled.
Wait, I agreed that he is worthy. But why do we need a new leader, Master? Does that mean you will no longer be teaching us?
I'm actually getting weirdly into
Well.
this.
I might disappear one day. Well, I might disappear.
Disappear? Why? Where?
Speak up sooner if you're listening. This is embarrassing for me. Anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna disappear or not. It's anyone's guess right now. But in any case, you need to support Ira. We both know he's quite serious.
It could be Sigmar.
He's always just thinking and thinking and thinking behind that unicorn.
Who's this fucking voice actor?
So everyone will be counting on you to spur him into action.
Right.
You might not be entirely happy with your role, but just know that it's the most important one. Capiche?
It's echoing again?
Shall I elaborate?
Okay. I'm pretty sure I know what chord is giving it is causing the problem. Okay. Should be good.
Making Ira the leader is all good in theory, but sometime later you might think, he's terrible at this. In which case it'll be your job to step up. Who knows? Your leadership might be just what everyone needs. And that is your true role. May
Ray
your heart be your
Chase.
guiding key. Best of luck, I said.
It's been over a year since the Master left. It's time for me to fulfill my true role.
No, I guess he just does Master of Masters. I'm probably recognizing him from one of 300 other games.
Why do you get in my way?
Don't be so conceited. I'm protecting the balance, just like the Master told us to. You need to come to your senses.
Yeah, the echo
If we
stopped.
don't do something, light will expire. Then we won't be able to avoid the grim future that awaits. We need to defy the Master's teachings to protect the world.
You're saying he was
Ah!
He's not here anymore. I won't let his prophecy come true. I won't let the world fall into darkness.
You fool!
That's why he's called that. Wow, interesting. They don't normally use sloth as a reference for ignoring religious doctrine, which is what it's meant to refer to. Normally most people use sloth as like a sign of laziness, but yeah, no, they're actually using it in the traditional sense. Interesting.
Ava, over here!
Envy! Ased! What's going on?
I found out who the traitor is. Regrettably.
No, that's not true!
Ava, There's no time to lose.
May my heart be my guiding key.
Wow, they fucked that street up.
Master. Master?
Oh, I see.
If you're busy, I can always come back later.
Sure. Oh, no, stay. Now, where? Ah, here it is.
Oh! Oh!
What's this?
Go on, read it.
Oh!
This is from the Book of Prophecies. But
Yep. It's a page that's not in any of your books.
and what's written here is
Your role. You must find the traitor hidden among you and stop them before it's too late. And in order to help you find the traitor,
I get it. That's why you gave us all different roles, isn't it? If anyone deviates from the job they were given, we can easily conclude that they are the traitor. It's brilliant.
way to steal my thunder, show off.
Huh?
It's not fair. My plan was supposed to blow your mind with its grandeur. Your jaw should have hit the floor at my sheer genius.
I'm sorry? But was my logic flawed?
Oh, you were right. So, I guess now you've earned your time in the limelight. Even though there is a traitor, act normal and keep focused. Trust no one but yourself.
No, I don't trust him. I don't trust the master.
Trust no one but myself.
Gula.
Do you want to know what my role is?
Huh?
The books we were given are incomplete. There's a lost page.
Lost page?
On that page, it is written that there is a traitor. The master told me to find and stop that person.
I called you my comrade. But never again, Gula. It doesn't matter to me if you think I am the traitor and you want to strike me down. You knew there was a traitor and you just watched silently as we fought each other. And I won't forgive you for that.
You know, in a lot of ways, I
You
actually...
barely stay on your feet. Just give up already.
I actually have to kind of agree with
me!
Like, his whole thing is, like, the master's full of shit and we gotta go against what he's saying, but, like, I think the master really is kind of full of shit and they should be going against what he's saying.
Please stop!
You too, huh?
I wonder...
Why did it have to come to this?
I wonder if the apprentices are the later members of Organization 13. Because Acid looks a lot like that big red-haired dude.
Come to finish me off?
But I might just be going off the fact that they're both big red-haired dudes. Well, I guess we don't know that Acid has red hair. But he does kind of look like him. He has, like, the same jaw structure and stuff.
That's not what brought me here today. I wish to fulfill the role bestowed upon me. That's all. It isn't our place to try to change the events of the future. That is not our mission. We're here to make sure that light lives on.
And, like, Ira could be, like,
with only 5
Syx or whatever
lights,
his fucking name was.
we can't afford to lose any.
You still count me as one of the 5 lights?
Of course.
Only you could be such a good guy after everything we've been through. But hey, I guess that's one of the reasons I respect you so much.
So you gonna kill him?
However, we still might only be 4. I'm talking about Gula. He's using the knowledge of something called the Lost Page. He said that it contains events that are missing from all of our books. He's using it to discover and apprehend whoever is the traitor. Claims that's his role. But who knows what his real intentions are? What I do know is that I'll never forgive him for hiding the fact that he knew someone would betray us. That's the biggest betrayal of all.
I'd like to believe that Gula was simply carrying out his role. Aset, I'll deal with this matter. Please keep it to yourself for now.
Understood.
I need to see that lost page.
Why did you tell Ira? It had to be you, because you were the only one who knew where we were hiding. Didn't you think for a second that your actions could be making things worse than they already are?
And why should that even bother you? Not only do you have your union, but you've also gathered the finest Keyblade wielders from other unions, and you're training them in a secret location, aren't you?
Oh shit!
Yes, because that is my role!
I had no idea. I apologize. I overstepped.
No. I shouldn't have snapped at you either.
What did Ira want?
I don't know exactly. He just asked me to give up Gula. His eyes, they were scary. I was worried he'd do something awful. I knew I couldn't tell him where Gula was. Then he turned around and walked away.
I see. And Gula? How is he doing?
I don't know. He's gone.
Someone's coming. They're headed straight this way.
That thing is adorable.
Take care of him. Ira? Is something wrong?
I know Gula's here.
What?
Tell me where he is.
But why? What are you going to do?
None of your concern.
Don't.
What?
I won't let you near him.
So that's it. All right. I'll go.
Oh, I was not expecting that. I thought I was going to go all murdery on them.
Gula, what are you doing?
Something happened?
Ira was here. He wanted me to give you up.
I knew it. It's finally come to this.
Come to what?
Everyone wants to know about the lost page.
The lost page?
Yeah. It's a page the Master gave me. It doesn't exist in any of our books. It contains a passage about an inevitable betrayal. It talks about the one who bears the sigil. That's it. So, I don't know what to make of it, to be honest. My role is to find out who it is.
Okay.
I suspected Ased and went to confront him.
I wonder if it's the
And look what happened.
recusant sigil
Why are you telling
from
me
dream
this,
drop
Gula?
distance, which means that it would be
I
whoever
have
has
enough
an
to think
X
about,
on them.
keeping with the Master's teachings and my role.
Always walking the straight
Which
line.
still seems like Luxu.
I'm a fool for basing my actions
Because he has
on
an
what is
X in
written
his
on that
name?
lost page. Everything in the passage
And
is
they removed the
ambiguous at
X's from
best.
everyone else's names.
That's why. I need to find out.
But how?
He's also the only one without a prophecy
By asking
book.
the Master.
But he's not here anymore.
I'm going to summon Kingdom Hearts.
Ooh,
What?
don't do that.
Then he'll have no choice but to come back.
Summoning Kingdom Hearts is forbidden!
That's exactly why. The only way to get him back is to break the rules. If things don't change, the entire world is doomed.
The world's pretty doomed if you summon Kingdom Hearts.
In order to go through with it, I'll need Lux. I don't have nearly enough. You always do the right thing. Help me with this.
I'm sorry. I know you want the Master to return. But you don't know how summoning Kingdom Hearts will affect the rest of the world. The Master, he forbid it for a reason. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I see. May your heart be your guiding key.
Ghoul is on a mission to collect Lux.
Ah. That explains why Ased and Ira are as well. They're trying to maintain the balance. But that isn't the balance we were expected to keep. If everyone's collecting light solely for themselves, Keyblade wielders will soon turn against one another, which will lead to the Keyblade War.
Then what's written in the book all of it will happen.
Light will expire.
Envy, what are you going to do?
I'll gather Lux too. No matter what, the balance must be kept. Ava, you do the same. We must delay the inevitable.
Right.
When are we going to see the other meetings with the Master? I'm pretty sure we haven't seen Ava yet. I don't remember if we've seen Envy. Oh, that's a transition. There we go.
What's written in the last page of the book is gonna happen. The entire world will be lost to darkness.
But Master, isn't there anything we can do?
Well, that's what brings me to your role. You might just be the only hope of keeping light from expiring.
Hope? Master, what is it that you need me to do?
Don't get involved in any battles. Forget the notion of unions. Find Keyblade wielders with potential and create an entirely separate organization. Then, like the seeds of a dandelion, let them fly to another world. They will keep the light alive.
Ah.
You really think that I'm the right person for this?
Ava, you're the only person for this.
I understand. Today you're here to continue with your training for our mission. This session may seem like it's familiar to you, but in a world that is different, one made of dreams.
So I guess she got the name Ava because she's sort of taking
You are our
Keyblade
hope.
Keyblade users,
A
Keyblade
war will
wielders
soon
from like
wage.
other organizations to form her own.
Those who
therefore,
strive
like,
to
sort of
protect
hoarding
the
them
light.
for herself.
Will turn their weapons on their allies for the sake of loyalty to their own unions. To be honest, I don't know how far I can guide all of you. What you must remember
Whereas
is that anyone can lose themselves to the darkness. However, there will be no winners. Everything will be lost.
whereas Acid was turning
Except
away from the Master's
all
teachings.
of you who are the seeds of hope. When the time comes, and there is war, you mustn't fight, but
Gula
instead you
was
must
sort of,
fly
like,
away from here to the
consuming
world
knowledge.
outside. This
We haven't
training
really seen
is to help you fulfill this crucial task.
Luxu,
The
Ira,
future
or
is in all your
Envy
hands,
do their
as
things
is
yet,
the world's
though.
light. May your hearts be your guiding key.
Although I'm assuming Ira's going to go full wrath at the end, so that I'm just sort of waiting to pop off.
The gazing eye?
It's not what it's called.
Oh, what then?
Actually, no name.
I'm still working under the assumption
Well, gazing or not,
that Luxu
that
is
Keyblade
Xehanort.
does have an eye in it. My eye, to be exact. Ew! Oh, you think that's gross, do ya?
No.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, about your role. You need to pass down that Keyblade to your apprentice and then him to his, so that my eye can see the future.
Oh!
So the Book of Prophecies.
Bingo! The fact that it exists is proof of your success. That means you've trained a worthy apprentice, passed down that handsome Keyblade, and fulfilled your role. Congratulations! What's the matter? Come on, you did a fantastic job.
I like that the Keyblade has a fucking slit eye, which sort of like lends itself to an inhumanity of the master.
Good point. Guess you'd better get started then. Unfortunately, you'll have to go alone from here on out. No book of
so that
prophecies
isn't necessarily
to keep you company
Xehanort, but
either.
like Xehanort's master's
Can't have you causing any temporal paradoxes. But hey, we both know you'll do just fine without it, right?
Do I really have to go
Which,
alone?
if that's true...
What about the others?
And
Minor
Yen
details,
Sid
so don't
was
sweat
the
it.
teacher of Xehanort.
For now, you,
then like
Keyblade, and...
Yeah, wow.
This
Like
box
90% of the
need
plot
to
of
stay
everything
out of
was
sight.
caused by Yen Sid being a fucking
Just
terrible
watch with
teacher.
your own eyes, and my eye, of course, as things unfold between the others. Then, when the time is right, go off and do your thing.
What's in it?
It's a secret. And, well, you see, the thing is, you can never, ever open it.
Great, now I really want to know.
All right, I'll indulge you. But this secret stays between the two of us, and you have to promise never to open the box.
I promise.
I'll never know.
But why?
You'll see.
So was that the Keyblade graveyard?
May my heart be my guiding key.
Okay. We don't get to see the war? What the fuck? We don't get to see the war? Also, I'm still not sure why Envy's called Envy. Like, the others make sense. But I don't get what makes Envy so Envy. Ira, I assume, is gonna go on a fucking murder rampage and kickstart the war because he's going off of, he's going after Gula so aggressively. Envy is called Envy because yeah, I think there's a sort of implication that Ira's warpath is what kickstarts the Keyblade War, but I don't understand Envy. Yeah, I don't know. That was interesting, but it definitely felt like half the story. From what I understand, the Master of Masters is supposed to be the new main antagonist of Kingdom Hearts. And from what I understand, all of the games up to Kingdom Hearts 3 are like the Xehanort saga. And then going into like Kingdom Hearts 4 and Melody of Memory, that's entering into like the Master of Masters saga or some bullshit. So I think this is supposed to be set up for like an entirely different antagonist. And so I bet the reason we don't get to see the Keyblade War actually kick off, and I bet the reason we don't like get a full answer on like what Envy and Ira are specifically doing is because I bet that's going to be supposed to be revealed in like a later Kingdom Hearts game. And what kind of pisses me off about that is that, if I'm being totally honest, this is like so much more interesting than Xehanort. Like, I give so much more of a shit about this than I give a shit about Xehanort creating 13 clones of himself. So, that's actually a little disappointing. No, this was good, though. Like, I especially appreciate that, like, they introduce the fact that, like, the apprentices are named after the 7 deadly sins, with the exception that no one is named after pride, but obviously the Master's pride, right? So that's obvious. So I appreciate that, like, oh, it also doesn't resolve who the traitor is, which I'm still leaning toward, because they say that the traitor has the sigil, and I am still assuming that the sigil is the sigil of the recusant. So I'm gonna assume that either the sigil could refer to the chest that the Master gave to Luxu, or it's the X in Luxu's name, because as the opening describes, the Master was the one who bestowed the apprentices their names. And therefore, if X is the symbol of the recusant, then that would also make Luxu the only one with the name bearing an X. And we know that the symbol of the recusant allows you to view what that person is doing, which would make sense because he is the one that's bearing the eye of the Master of Masters, and is also the one that is helping to write the Book of Prophecy of the Master, therefore being the one that the Master is the most directly observing, because everyone else is just following the script that the Master wrote retroactively through his time travel shenanigans. So all of that kind of clicks into place. I actually have to say this is, like, literally better handled than Kingdom Hearts has been for a good several games. Like this is theoretically the best Kingdom Hearts has been since, like, 358/2. As far as, like, sheer narrative goes. But yeah, there's definitely some holes missing in that, because we definitely don't know. We don't know what makes Iris so wrathful, even though we can guess. We don't know who the traitor is. We don't know what's in that box. And we still don't know where Envy gets her name from. But I do appreciate that the characters that we do have, that we do know about, are seemingly sort of subverting your expectations for the sins. Because when they're first introduced with the names of the sins, I assumed that it's like, oh, Ira's an asshole that wants to fight everyone, and like Ava would be like trying to steal everyone's shit, and they are, but not in the same regard, right? Not to the same extent. So far, every character we've seen appears to be like meaningfully dedicated to the cause and trying to do good, which is why I find it so hard to believe that any of the characters we explored in this are actually the traitors. It's why I'm very heavily leaning towards Luxu, or leaning towards the Master of Masters just making up the concept of the traitor, because the Book of the Prophecies was clearly written by the Master from the future, so he could have known that all of this was being set up by his works that he hands to handed to Gula, just to, like, sort of fuck them up and kickstart the Keyblade War for whatever grander purpose he wants, right? So yeah, I'm definitely not trusting the Master on this one. I'm definitely thinking he's the one that set it up. He's also the one that specifically forbid them from working together to create discord between the individual members. So I'm definitely seeing where that's his plan. I'm not sure what his specific goal was. I don't know if it was maybe to kickstart the Keyblade War, so that he could get a hold of the Keyblade and unlock the true Kingdom Hearts, or if his goal was to create the, like, schism, I think they called it, the Great Schism, to cause the darkness to overtake the world. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but again, this is definitely, the pieces are definitely missing because it's definitely designed as a setup for later games. I am willing to assume that most of this is not going to be relevant for Kingdom Hearts 3. I think the setup for Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be firmly established in Point 2 Fragmentary Passage, which is the next game we're playing. But I definitely have to say this was interesting. I did like the way this is going, and I like the sort of, like, semi-mystery angle that this took. This was surprisingly a treat as far as, like, Kingdom Hearts bullshit goes. Let's go ahead and read what they have to say, though, because sometimes these, like, codex entries are, like, do some bullshit. Am I live? What's going on? Okay. These codex entries just say some bullshit. Master of Masters, a mysterious man who possesses an eye that can see into the future. He uses that knowledge to write the Book of Prophecies. See, he wrote the Book of Prophecies. No one knows whether his mischievous nature is calculated or true. He disappears, bestowing 5 of his 6 apprentices a copy of the book. Ira, one of the Master's disciples who receives a copy of the Book of Prophecies. He's a reliable Keyblade Master and the leader of the Union of Unicornists. Wow, that's fucking stupid. The Master also makes fun of his serious nature. His role is to become the leader of the foretellers after the Master vanishes. Envy, one of the Master's disciples who receives a copy of the Book of Prophecy. She's a virtuous Keyblade Master and leader of the Union of Anguis. She holds the Master in high esteem. Her role is to watch over others with a fair eye. Acid, one of the Master's disciples who receives a copy of the Book of Prophecies, is fearless Keyblade Master and the leader of the Union of Ursus. I'm still wondering if he is actually I'm gonna look at the voice actor before we end the stream, but I'm still wondering if he is actually the red-haired dude from Organization 13. Though he tends to rely on his physical prowess, he has a pure heart and strong sense of justice. His role is to support their new leader, Ira. Ava, one of the Master's disciples who receives a copy of the Book of Prophecies. Despite being a Keyblade Master, she's often treated as a friend by the other wielders due to her age. She is a leader of the Union of Vulpes. Her role is to find exceptional Keyblade wielders, regardless of union, and create her own organization. Gula, one of the Master's disciples who receives a copy of the Book of Prophecies. Also, assuming that No Name is the Keyblade of Xehanort, that just goes to further prove the fact that Yensid is literally the worst. And he may have actually caused a vast majority of the problems by giving it to the wrong fucking person. He is a cool-headed Keyblade Master, leader of the Union of Leopardus. He prefers to keep his distance from the others and doesn't regard them as comrades. His role is to solve the mystery of the Book of Prophecies. Luxu. The only